Hey everybody, so good to see you all here. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate you all showing up today. Here we are in Albany. This is now. You can clap if you want to. You can clap if you want to. Yes. So we are here in Albany at the Albany Pump Station. Is that right? Yes, in Albany. This is now the 47th of 62 stops here across New York State. And why am I here? As I say every single time, because it matters. And I'm so happy that you guys are watching. Thank you all for coming. This shows that people keep coming because they realize it matters too. We keep getting new people again and again and again. People who have supported my campaign, and people who didn't, and new people too. Cody's here also. Cody Anstey from our last time. He also came again because he's hardcore. So he came again because he's a chair too. Yes, also yes. So, but what I loved about it is we had new people, right? We have people who thought now's the time to step up. They're seeing the movement working. They're seeing our growth that Cody talks about constantly. They're seeing our growth. This is what matters. If you want to be part of something that's actually growing, you can join our movement. I've been kind of cheesy a little bit in a way. I've been talking about healing and such. I know that sounds kind of new agey and all types of things. I know it does. But when it comes to the COVID lockdown, when it comes to people losing their livelihoods, people, as you mentioned, not having art anymore in many cases, right? People being stuck in their homes, all those types of things. People do need some healing. And I would ask you, do you believe that if the Democrats or Republicans win this year, win big, that all of a sudden we're going to start healing our country? Nope. No, that's not going to happen. The only way we heal is by having a third party, a party that says, a movement that says, you can be as liberal or as conservative as you want to be. Just don't force your view on others. Just let people do what they want to do. There was an example I bring up often. There was a city here in New York when I was running. I don't want to say what city, but it was one city that wanted to use safe injection sites in their community. And when I was running for office, the mayor of that city said, "Hey, Larry, in our community, we would like to have safe injection sites in our community. Would you stop us if you were governor?" I said, "Not at all. If you guys want it, go ahead. Absolutely." And then his next words were, "Great. Here's how we roll it across the state." And I said, No. I didn't say that everybody gets safe injection sites. That's not what I said. I said, if your community wants it, and I know the city, their community absolutely wants it. If your community wants it, go ahead, enjoy, do what you think is right for your drug problem. And guess what? I hope it's right. I hope it's the perfect answer. I hope it fixes everything. If it does, other communities will see it and they will copy. And if it doesn't do it, then only that community's hurt and nobody else. And that is our whole goal. I want to let them be as liberal or as conservative as they want to be without forcing my view on others and allowing others to copy when they see it works, or say, you know what, we don't have that drug problem in our community. We don't need that, so we don't actually want that. This is what our movement is about. What would a Democrat or Republican do? A Republican would say, safe injection sites, evil, wrong, bad, no one may have them. A Democrat would go, of course, and now everyone must have them. Libertarian says each group of people can have their own. Thank you. That's what we say. That's how we heal. We are talking very often. We hear it constantly. Well, wait a minute. Is that how we solve problems? Yeah. Mm-hmm. The next example I'll give you is Justin Amash. He's the only libertarian congressman that we have. When George Floyd died, the left and the right both yelled at each other. The left said all cops are bad. The right said all cops are great, and no one had an answer. The left yelled defund the police. The right said back the blue, and no one had an answer. But Justin Amash did. Justin Amash actually said, you know what, let's try a plan. He tried to create a qualified immunity bill. Then he went to the left and said, hey, Democrats, will you follow this? Hey, Republicans, will you follow us? And a bunch of Democrats actually followed him. A bunch of Republicans actually followed. He put together the first tri-partisan bill ever, the first one, an actual attempt to fix something. Democrats, Republicans still have no answer. Still have no answer. None at all. Defund the police or back the blue. That's not an answer. That's rhetoric. That doesn't solve the problem. Cops aren't evil. Cops aren't awesome. Cops are human beings like everybody else trying to get a job done. They're just human. Then my father was in law enforcement. Just human beings. That's it. Make a better system. They will function better. Nothing at all. What if a Democrat all of a sudden right now says, you know what? This is a good idea. Let me reach across the aisle and try to fix this thing. What would happen? They're finished. They're done. Yeah. They're finished. They are going to get primaried and they're done. What if a Republican said, that's a good idea. Let me cross the aisle and try to fix this problem. Same thing, primary and finished. Libertarians have to do this. This is the only way to get anything done. People always go, well, if you libertarians win, you can't do anything because you're not the majority. Yeah, but we don't have to be. We don't want to enforce our will on you. We want you all to join us together and get stuff done. So we don't have to have a majority. We just have to have the swing vote. We already are? Absolutely, yes. All we'd have to do is literally have, I don't know, 3 people in the Senate. It would be the swing vote. That's it. 3 people in the Senate and libertarians run the Senate. Imagine that at a state level, a local level, a town council level. This can be done. And this is only done if all of us right now, this year, vote gold. Right now, this year, vote gold. And I'm asking you if you're watching, this year, vote gold. It matters. Vote gold this year. Don't say, well, it's the most important election in the world and we gotta wait. Okay, I'll ask you a question. If that's true, when is the right time for a third party? Next year? Year after? When is that? Let me ask you, if you lean right and you think Trump should win and Trump wins the election, does that mean all of a sudden Democrats go, wow, now we're all Republicans. Let's vote gold. It's not what happens. What if you lean left and you want Biden to win? Awesome, Biden wins. Good for you. Now what all Republicans do? Great, we're all Democrats. Is that what happens? Of course not. Regardless of who wins, the gap gets wider. Regardless of who wins, the gap gets deeper, which means the next election is even more important. Yeah. Now, why are Democrats and Republicans mad or scared? Because they know something. Obama said it right. Elections have consequences. And Trump copied it. He quoted him because he says the same. They both agree exactly the same. What does that mean? If I win, I will enforce my will upon you. If libertarians win, we don't enforce our will on it. That's what we're trying to achieve. This is the year, guys. This year, please vote gold. Vote gold. Top of the ticket, Joe Jorgensen. If you see somebody on the bottom of your ticket, vote gold there too. It matters. We need to move this country forward. And the only way of doing it is voting gold. Thank you all for coming, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching.